Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Sailorette.Plans. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and today I have a different kind of video for you all. So yeah, keep on watching. This kind of video is a gratitude list, bullet journal inspired, and it's the first time I ever do one of these kinds of pages. I wanted to post on Monday, which was September 11th, but I didn't want to be like insensitive and like just post like a happy-go-lucky type spread, so I decided to make a gratitude list and post it for Monday. A lot of these stickers, actually all these stickers, are from Crafty Planner Queen, by the way. She has an Etsy shop, which I will link down below. And then the only non-Crafty Planner Queen sticker that I'm using is that Amber Plans Her Day flag that you're seeing me write never forget on. And I'm using mild liners, which I use all of the time, guys. I love mild liners and I love going over them in black pen to make them stand out. Then I go back and color the spots that I kind of didn't get, so as to make them more colorful and pop. So I mean, colorful as much as possible because they are mild liners, right? So at the right-hand corner, I'm writing things to be grateful for. And yeah, this is the first time I ever create a list like this. Like typically I have sometimes sprinkled things I'm grateful for in my memory keeping planner, in my Erin Condren one. I only ever use two planners. This one, my Happy Planner, that is used for to-do list, and then my Erin Condren one that is used for memory keeping. So yeah, these stickers that I will show you on the screen where they are from, these are like abstract markings. I use like 3 different kinds of stickers, and I will have them listed down below, as well as some images on the screen as to which ones I actually use. But yeah, you guys, if you didn't know, I am a new member, a new design team member actually, over at Crafty Planner Queen. She is phenomenal. I really love what she stands for, by the way. I love her motto, which is healing through crafting, and I really can attest to that. I feel like planning is sort of like a time to reflect, and it is me time. Like I'm spending time with myself, checking in. So funny enough, I've never done this kind of thing, right? I've never done a gratitude list like dedicated solely on gratitude. So I'm so grateful that I was able to put this together. And yeah, this video is a whole several days later because I wasn't actually going to film this, and then I just turned the camera on and was, you know, wanted to just create. And I said, well, you know, maybe I would film it, and if something comes out of it, then something comes out of it. But there, you know, in the previous screen, I was trying to decide whether to use the Happy Planner stencil or if I should just freehand the lines, and I decided to just freehand it because the Bujo boxes, the Bujo stands for bullet journal, by the way, and yeah, so these Bujo boxes from Crafty Planner Queen are kind of like scratchy, right? So I thought, well, let's add to the aesthetic by just free drawing lines with the mild liner. And I did have a layout before, like right when I started at the beginning, and then, you know, obviously I have to like tape stuff down or glue stuff down in this case, so I had to like shift things around, so it's not perfect. But if you do decide to do what I did, I do suggest to take a picture so that you remember exactly how you place things. I did not take a picture, so I'm just like rearranging things all over again and spent time rearranging the first, you know, time for no reason. But I'm just rearranging and filling in white spaces as much as possible, and I arranged the Bujo boxes by the way that I felt looked really good. Like I wanted the boxes and circles alternating, and I thought for me, you know, 3 boxes and 2 circles were good enough for me. And yeah, just like I said, filling in some spaces here using stickers that I did print and cut. Any printable stickers, by the way, this is what I suggest, is that you print them on premium paper, not just like regular computer paper, because I promise you the quality will come out so much better. And yeah, if you keep seeing me wiping my like area down, I got glue everywhere, and then I decided to just grab a little tiny wet paper towel and just take the glue off there really quickly. But yeah, that middle was like the most white open space, so I thought I would add like the little abstract leaf there in the center. These butterflies are like peachy. They are very boho. I do love that, about the butterflies. And I love butterflies, if you know that about me. They're very symbolic. They can mean an abundance of things, whatever you want it to mean to you. That's what it means, right? So it could mean a symbol of change because metamorphosis, right? Butterflies go through different stages to become an actual butterfly, or, it could be carrying grief as your grief is being lifted off your shoulders. It can mean whatever, and I just love that about butterflies because of their symbolism. The glue, by the way, I got everywhere, as you noticed earlier. And this is my first time actually working with a glue stick. And I will say that it kind of, like, if you go heavy-handed on the glue like I was earlier, it kind of does warp the page just a little bit, like not drastically that you can't be able to use the other side of the page, because I definitely did. I used that other side of the page to create a packing list, which I will post a picture on my Instagram, guys. Shameless plug here. If you're not following me on Instagram, I really do think you should. Sailorette.Plans. I'll plug it in. But yeah, so that's just a little tip from me. I'm typically used to working with the Tombow dots, the adhesive dots, and I'm running low on that, so I decided to go ahead and use the glue stick, which I haven't used like ever. All right, so after laying down the foundation of this spread, I decided to use up some more of my supplies. I felt like it was a little bit lacking on the corners, and you know me, or maybe you don't, but I really enjoy a full spread, and it might be overwhelming to others, but to me it is not. And just adding little bits like that I've cut off and trying to figure out how to piece and glue everything together. So that's what I'm doing here and deciding. See what I did there with little leftover sticker? I used that glue that I got onto my desk or my freezer and use that to wipe it up. But for writing, I'm going to be using this tool pen in size 0.5. I'm writing my first box. It says, if you can't see it, it says, "Grateful for those that keep America safe and healthy." I end up writing "and healthy" later, but this goes, for all first responders during that tragic event. I was only like 9 or 10 when the actual event happened, so I do not actually, like, I didn't understand. I just understood that people died, and I knew that it was happening in New York City where I have family. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so that day actually, my mother came to pick me up from school. There was a whole frenzy, and I know that there was another plane that landed in Pennsylvania, so everyone was kind of like scared and didn't know what was going on. What if another plane landed? What if it landed on our school? And so my mom came to pick me up, and we were all watching the news on TV, and we called my family that lived in the Queensboro and to check on them, and they were fine, of course. They, because that's not where the tragedy happened. But that was my memory from this tragic event, and my heart goes out to anybody that did get impacted from that. And yeah, so I just want to quickly read what I wrote. Having the privilege of traveling, and then I wrote in another box, overcoming hardships, and I'm really a fan of support systems, not just for myself, but for anyone out there. And I'm grateful for being a part of this community, of course. I love the planning community. I'm grateful for sailing, my health, and my family's health and my husband, my dog, and my cat. And that's everything, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this quick plan with me. If you enjoyed today's video, pretty please go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button and that like button so that I know that you actually enjoyed it. And I hope that you all have a great day, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bon voyage!